Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Connversations Podcast, as it's called. I'm your host, Finn Tumbo, as always. Today, I am joined with, you've already heard him for the past 5 minutes.
Running it.
Lewis Mitchell. Yeah. Mate, I was going to say, we've sounded like a catch-up for the past 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's been really good just to chat to you, and it's obviously been a while since I've seen you, but we're
yeah.
busy. But, mate, thank you for choosing to come on.
No, bang on, mate. Yeah, I love everything that you're doing at the moment.
Really appreciate it.
The message is so good. It's so clear as well. So
Yeah.
it was a no-brainer. And let's not glaze over that. I messaged you. I wanted to be a part of this. I wanted to come on this podcast. So
I finally got back.
I've got. So yeah.
I'm
right,
tragic.
yeah, we need to get this guy some admin lessons or something. Like, you know what I mean? Blimey, it was like 4 days.
I'm tragic.
It's like every comes around quicker than him. Like, you know what I mean?
Message in a bottle type shit.
Yeah, it was honestly, I was just pissing in the wind. I thought, well, fuck me, I can't even make a gig, get that gig now. Like, I was like, oh, fucking hell.
Can't even talk about my feelings.
Yeah, exactly that. I thought, never mind, I'm in another life.
we are here. We are finally here, and I'm so happy you're here, mate.
Yeah.
Pleasure to have you on. Today, Lewis is going to talk about mental health. He's going to get deep.
Yep.
He's going to get talking. First of all, as I've already asked you already, how are you doing at the moment?
I'm good.
Right
I
this
am
minute.
good. Yeah.
Bit tired.
Yeah. So we're months ahead since this has been filmed, and it was so it's day one of the Ashes.
Yeah.
So this just shows how good Finn is.
Yeah.
He's so far in advance.
Mate, it's ridiculous. So this one, these guys are seeing at the moment, they'll be seeing that on either, I think it's on the 18th of January. No, 11th of January or the 25th. It's crazy.
So I think the Ashes should be done by now. So depending on what the score was, if England's won or not, it's depending on what my mental state will be in.
You're watching this now, like mid-late Jan,
and thinking, and just drop me a DM, will you? Just drop us a DM, make sure I'm all right. Just say like, oh, unlucky or
how was it last night?
It was a movie.
I'm gonna clip this when he's.
It was a movie.
It was so good.
Yeah.
And they're gonna look back, going like, oh no.
Yeah. Well, no, it was day one of the first test, and there was 19 wickets in the entire game. So England got bowled out for 172. I don't know how clued up you are with cricket.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
But
so you know nothing about what I'm
zero.
talking about. Right. So obviously you got 11 players.
Yeah. I know that much.
You know that much. All right.
Just
cool.
about.
So now we found a mid ground. Right.
Just about.
Right. So yesterday England got bowled all out for 172 in the first day of a 5-day game. In the first sort of
they got bowled out.
Session and a half into a 5-day game, and we're all sitting up at the club just staring at the ceiling. I genuinely just think you're just doing the luge until I just had to go home, and then it all flipped on its head. And now at the moment, at this point of recording,
right now,
as we speak, Australia are 120 something for 9. Yep. So they've got 1 wicket left, and they are 40 odd runs behind England.
Oh,
so England have clawed it back.
Clawed it.
Yeah. So 19 wickets in one day of play. In 1 day of play.
Yeah.
In Test match is just a joke. It's mental.
So actually, when England thought they fucked it, they've actually like unfucked it. That's what I love about cricket. Actually, now you've explained it that way. That's the beauty.
They've defucked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there will be people on here that will definitely know a lot about cricket. So like, they'll be like, Finn, what are you on? Like, he's speaking sense. They might also be quite depressed after hearing this episode come out. Like, no.
There could be some absolute fanatics out there that are thinking this Lewis kid ain't got a clue.
But mate, I'm glad you're all right. One thing I actually want to talk about first, because I was trying to figure this out. I've been meaning to like ages. How did we actually meet? Do you actually know? Because it was so long ago. It must have been mutual mates through football.
Yeah,
I think
it was. I think it was the first football match. It was the first football match.
That was in 2019.
Yeah.
How? Like, who was it? I don't know.
I want to say it was maybe someone like
was it
like Ryan or something?
Oh, that rings a bell. That name.
Yeah, I think he's friends with like is it Joe? Joe, is that right?
That's correct.
Yes, and obviously
That's
then
correct.
your friend, and I think Ryan just asked me if I fancied a game of football.
Wow.
And I didn't have a Scooby what this game was about, who it was for, whatever. I didn't know anything. So I was like, yeah, all right, then I'll have a game of football. Like, why not?
Walked into it.
Yeah. And then that was it. And I thought this is pretty cool. Like this is a very, very sick thing. And then I was like, who's organised this then? And like, kid over there.
Yeah, I was 18.
Yeah, and I was sitting there thinking, so I'm only a year older than you, and so
we're both young.
Yeah, but still, so I was sitting there at like 19 thinking, I can barely tie my shoelaces, let alone organise this thing that we had, and there was 3 or 4 teams, I think.
Yeah, that was it. Oh, this is
your UK paper, isn't it?
This was a tournament, wasn't it? Was this the one where you're wearing the green shirt? Because we had the one.
It was 11 aside though. It was 11 aside.
That was it. 4 teams, 11 aside.
4 teams, 11 aside. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. Because I thought at first, I don't know if you remember this. This is a long time ago, but when my brother passed away, this is like a long time ago. So he passed away in July 2019. Yeah. We did a 11 aside match like 3 months after in October. You were there. You won't remember, but it was like 11 aside. We were wearing white. I have to show you after. Mate, it was so long ago. Yeah. But no, because that would have been the memory that you've got as well. You'd have been like, oh, this is really cool. What's this about? You played it. Mate, it was so long ago. It was a blur. Yeah. Also, that wasn't as big of a thing, and he probably wouldn't have known what it was about because I was so unconfident then. There was no microphones. It was just 11 aside match. Yeah. It would have looked like you were playing Sunday League for a random team. That's what it would have looked like, the one in October. So, but you were there because I looked for the photos. I was like, fuck, Lewis is right there.
Yeah, but you say that. You're like, oh, it looked like it just would have been a Sunday League football match. Yeah. But the conversation that we've had just before starting about all your gear and stuff, and this is 15 quid, and this is that, and that's that, and this is cheap. That's from the range, you're in some random person's back garden, like
big up Jack, by the way.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
But it's
like
true.
All of this, but look at what you started with in terms of the football.
Yeah.
And then look what you've just done at Sheffield United.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
how far that's come from renting basically a council pitch at UK Paper.
That's what it was.
To now going to playing football at a ground where they played in the FA Cup, in the first round of the FA Cup.
I've never thought of it that way.
Do you know what I mean? So look how far he comes, and that's in the space of 6 years.
Yeah.
Selling out Wembley, bruv, in 6 years' time. You never know. Do you know what I mean? Like, sky's the limit, mate. Like, you've already done it once. Why can't you go and do it again? Do you know what I mean? There you go, then, isn't it?
Like, I fucking respect you, but thank you so much. I didn't even think of it that way. Actually, exactly. Now you put it into perspective, I'm like, shit. We did go from literally Apple Yard, UK Paper, and built it up. And I was going to say, I mean, this isn't confirmed yet, but in February, I'm going to try to do 11-a-side game for my brother because his birthday was 11th February.
Oh, nice.
So it's perfectly actually a Wednesday. I don't know if you know much about like Take the Con, which is like a charity that's
a
little
bit. Seen it. Yeah,
it's kind of like a small little like mental health community.
You did something at Swallows the other week, didn't you?
Fucking Rose, look at him, man.
Up, mate.
Look at him. I used to stop swearing all the time. I can't stop. But I'm just literally F-bomb every 5 seconds.
That's right.
Yeah, no, that's the way it works.
System.
That's it.
Helicopter.
Bro, But so it's with Take the Con and stuff. But in February, I want to do like a little 11-a-side match.
Class.
If we can do it and we get like Sheffield United's approval, even if it's just, mate, even if it's in the field, whatever. I'd love to have you come along and be a part of it if you want to.
Yeah,
I think it'd be
down,
I was thinking of it earlier because I need to contact Sheppy. But if we do get the date, I'd love to have you come down.
Yeah, that'd be sick, mate. Yeah.
We'll talk about it and stuff, and you can be my keeper.
Exactly that. I was at Sheppy last season, so I can talk to people. I can talk to Ian.
You're at Sheppy?
Huh?
Like in what sort of?
So I was at Sheppy. I went over there. Just did a bit of training with with Sheppy Sports, who is they're almost like the reserve side. They were K Sports and then they moved over.
I know. Yeah.
And then after about 2 weeks, I started training with Sheffield United.
Yeah.
people want to say the main team or whatever they want to call it. I mean, they're just playing a higher division, but
I
started playing with them, started training with them sort of like Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, wow.
And then it's just sort of like, it was like a snowball effect. I went to a game down at Ashford, and Aidan Prowell, the number 1 goalkeeper, got sent off, and I was supposed to make my debut for Sheppey the following week against Dill at home, at Home Park, or wherever it's called now.
No, you're right.
I went on my stag do. I had to go on my stag do.
No!
And so it was like, can you not just like, take it easy on the first night, travel back, we'll compensate you, this, that, and the other. And I'm sitting there thinking, there is no chance on my stag do I'm taking it easy on the first night.
Bro, it's a prime day.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Do I want my debut for Sheffield United to be me hanging out my arse?
Over.
Yeah, just in absolute pieces.
Mate, what happened then? Did you just refuse? You just didn't play?
Yeah, just kind of.
Nah, you gotta, don't you?
Just fucked it off. Really.
Games to game.
Just that
games to game.
Yeah, games to game. I was like, am I in the right space to probably start playing step 4 football again?
Mate.
No.
Yeah.
No was the answer.
Was it the same step as you were at before? Wasn't it?
Well, yeah. So
That's huge, bro. Step 4 is big.
Step 4 is big.
It's compared.
Yeah, I mean, step 4. Step 3 was where sort of, for those that don't know what I'm saying, so you got, so let's just say you got League 2 football where Gills are, then you got the National League, then you got the National League North and South.
Yep.
Below that you have, so the National League step 1, National League South is step 2, then you got the Isthmian Prem or Ryman Prem, and then the Ryman South, and that's step 3 and 4. So
wow, really? I didn't know that was it.
Yeah. So and then you got like the county leagues, like the Skeffel Prem and the Skeffel thing. That makes 5 and 6.
Wow.
Of the non-league pyramid as such, and that's what builds it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was in and around it for best part of probably 8 years. In and around that level with...
Let's go into it if you want.
Oh, yeah, can do. Yeah, don't mind, yeah.
As you are, yeah.
So like, I played for pretty much everyone.
Yeah.
There ain't many teams in Kent that hasn't seen my signature.
You reckon? I'm going to have a guess.
Yeah.
Have a guess.
Go on.
Chatham Town?
I played Sundays. Played Sundays at Chatham Town, yeah.
That's just a random one I'm just mentioning.
Yeah.
What else is there? Oh, I'm trying to think of somewhere like local that's quite big.
So there's one really local to us that I actually never played for, and I was actually gutted.
Oh wait, I'll have a guess. Sittingbourne?
Yeah, never played for Sittingbourne. Played for everyone around them, and I always wanted to play for Sittingbourne. It was always this thing. I was like, I'd love to play for Sittingbourne.
Yeah, Whitstable?
Yeah, played at Whitstable. Yeah.
Any of the Faversham teams?
Was actually supposed to play for. So I played for Faversham Town as a kid.
Yeah.
When you move away from like the Medway Youth League, District League, you go like under 13s. So it started at under 13s, then to go into the Kent Youth League.
Yeah.
And Faversham were the most local side that was putting an under 13s team together. So I went and played for them. I played for them for 6 months. We lost every game. We were shit, and I ended up moving. And I went to Maidstone and won the league. And bearing in mind I was sat on the bench, but
still, that's unreal. Mate, football runs in your blood.
Like, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's massive. So,
big stuff. Yeah.
I mean, it was just from day dot. All I ever wanted to do was be a professional footballer. It took me until I was about 18 to realise that it probably wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
I just never really wanted to let go of a dream.
Yeah.
And dream big and all that, but there is a time where you do need to realise that and figure out what a plan B was. And I think the reason why I struggled so hard with probably up until probably 2 years ago, really. Yeah. Why I struggled so much is because I never had that plan B. Yeah. Being at school and stuff, and teachers saying like, listen, you need a plan B, you need a backup, I was like, fuck off. Yeah, I'm going to be a professional footballer. I don't know what you're thinking I'm going to do. Like
that reminds me of James Madison. Have you seen his tweet where like his teachers used to go to him and say, what are you going to be when you're older?
Be a footballer.
Yeah, and then the teacher would be like, that's 1 in a million chance. He's like, I'm going to be that one. Like,
yeah, exactly.
That sort of thing. And you have that mindset.
Yeah, and it's a mental statistic of like... how many footballers come out of professional academies. Yeah. It's less than 2% go on to actually have a successful career in football.
Fuck, 2%.
Yeah, in the whole country.
I guess that shouldn't surprise me.
But it's crazy, and you think like, and I'm sitting there at 18 at Dover doing the thing at the Abbey School.
Yes,
still absolutely convinced that after my 2 years I would have been offered a full-time deal at Dover in the National League, like as a number 3 goalkeeper, number 2 goalkeeper, whatever it was going to be, whatever capacity. I was just
adamant. You're like,
I was like, I was not going to not letting anything stop me.
Yeah.
And I mean, like moving from youth football going into senior football, like men's football, it's almost the closest thing you can like relate it to is going from year 6 to year 7. You're like top of the food chain to then absolutely nothing. Like, honestly.
That's how it felt.
Yeah, and it's like, because I went from being a captain of Kent schools in my last year of under 18s football, trialling for England schoolboys to try and get into the international team.
You actually did trials of the internationals?
Yeah, wow, to try and play for England schoolboys.
That's huge.
And like a couple of lads that actually, one lad that I actually went there with is a lad called Sam McCallum. Big yourself up, Sam. He currently actually plays in the Championship now for Sheffield United. And he's absolute baller. He's 100% the best footballer I've ever played football with. Like, hands down. He is mustard.
He plays in the
He plays in the Championship, yeah.
And actually first team now.
Yeah, he was at Herne Bay.
Yeah.
And then he went from Herne Bay to Cov. We got signed by Cov City. Went from Cov to Norwich. Norwich were in the Prem. Ended up going out on loan to Coventry, because I know Sam really well.
That's
my mum cuts his mum's hair and all this, that, and the other. So I grew up with Sam. Our brothers played together.
Yeah.
He's actually the same age as you.
Oh wow,
so he's a year below me. Yeah. So and he is mustard. Like he's had a pretty cushy career so far.
What I love about what you just said there is the fact that you just genuinely are happy for him.
Oh, I am, yeah.
And that's such a good way to see things. You're like, mate, he's the best player, and you're so happy to see these people.
Mate, life's too short to be miserable. Like, do you know what I mean?
Some people, when they struggle, which we'll talk about later on, about where you said you left semi-pro football. Like, a lot of people be feeling a bit disgruntled, like, oh, fucking, why is everyone else successful, not me? But it's a testament to you, mate.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. There were times where I'd look at people and I'd go like, you're lucky, mate. Like,
yeah.
I never had that luck. I'll play little violin and all that. Like, no, I'm not looking for like sympathy. Like, but I was like, I always thought like I was never in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
And football is so fickle in terms of like how you get these opportunities. Like, I've never really had a trial at a professional club. Never really got to do most of the things that people in and around me, the other goalkeepers in the county, were doing. And I was like, oh mate, like this is. Like, it was really that grinds my gears. That still does to this day. That I was just never the right. But like my dad always tells me, like, mate, you got the wrong last name. That's just what it is. Like, it's just if you had a different last name, you probably would have. It's just we just get no luck.
Get like Rodrigo,
so like,
Dembele.
but like, yeah, exactly, yeah.
You're guaranteed to be a footballer if you're called Dembele.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
You're guaranteed to make
Lewis Dembele. No, probably not.
But one thing with that journey, because I wanted to dig into like how I met you and stuff, because through the tournament, I think it was just before the tournament, if you don't mind me mentioning. I know you played for Under the Radar at the time, didn't you?
Yes,
Do you mind me mentioning
that?
No,
go for it.
Because I remember so well.
I would have been playing for him at that point. As well.
You were.
Yeah,
you were literally playing, because the reason I know is because I didn't know you too well then. You came along, and it might have been through like Ryan, he said, or something. You would have known.
Yeah.
And I remember all of my brother's mates, so Connor, well, obviously, all of his mates came over and went, bro, you got the fucking UTR keeper. Like, you Under the Radar.
I think I was playing left wing as well.
Yeah, you weren't even in goal, bro. You weren't even in goal. I was like, what?
Yes.
And then literally I was like, what do you mean? Like, what? And I'm like, bro, he's literally like, I watched him on YouTube last week. And like, bro. And then I remember like getting home and like I went on Under the Radar's thing, and I'm like, I think, sorry, actually, the next game you got sent off.
Probably, yeah, sounds about right. A bit of a hothead. Like, I've never really managed to shift that. Kind of just a bit of a, like, I'm a pretty chill guy. I'm just an arsehole when it comes to football. Like, I just love to win. I don't care what we're playing.
Oh, mate, it's competitive.
Mate, we could go and play badminton in the garden now, and I'd want to whoop your ass. Like, I don't care. Like, do you know what I mean? You want to see me at my football sessions when I'm with like little kids? Like, I'm just like diving around the goal. I'm like, you're not scoring. Like, breaking hearts
with your work.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I'm really sorry, but I just can't let it happen.
No, 100%. And I think that's probably a testament to like how far you got with football, that you have got that mindset. You're like,
yeah, exactly. You know, I think to be fair, like there's even people like that have gone on to have more successful careers than I had in non-league football.
Yeah,
and they just don't care. And I'm sitting there thinking like,
wow,
like,
really?
Yeah, and it's just like people that just half-assed at training. Like I don't care. Yeah. I don't care if what we're doing. I want to be the best at anything that we do. If I'm doing a catching drill and doing volleys, I want to be the one that doesn't drop a ball. I want to have the cleanest hands. I want to be able to do these things. If we're doing kicking, I want my side volley to look the best out of everybody's. I want it to look as flat. I want it to hover. Like if I'm kicking it, I want to make sure I'm kicking it the furthest. Like it's little wins like that for me. Anything just to get a mental edge over whoever I'm against. Yeah. But then
that helps. Yeah. That helps you in the game as well, though.
Well, exactly like, that. Yeah.
Or you feel like you're the boss, and like.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that mental belief that you are. If you mentally believe you're the best on the pitch, or you're the best darts player on a Monday night league or something you're always going to have that sort of psychological advantage over somebody that's probably just thinking, I just don't really care. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'll just let hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard, or something like that. Is that saying?
That's right. You're spot on with that. That's exactly that's
it. My dad drilled that into me since I was young.
It's true. It's
literally
true. Hard work always beats talent.
Yeah,
100%.
Exactly.
And like what I was going to say as well. So going back to when you said that when you went into senior. And stuff. Yeah. He said you're at the bottom of the pack. Like, mentally, like mental health wise, like were you okay at that point?
Yeah. Well, at that point in my life when I was I'd have been about. Well, when I first went into men's football, I was probably like 14, 15.
14 or 15?
Yeah, because I was like...
Is that when it is?
Yeah, well, no. This is another thing with my introduction into football is like, I would have been 14, 15, I would have been Ramsgate at the time.
Yeah.
And we trained right before the first team trained, and the first team never had a second goalkeeper. So I used to stick around and train with the first team like 14, 15. With like some heavy hitters that are in non-league now, like have you like the Ramsgate centre forward, that Joe Taylor?
Oh,
the one that bangs all the goals. Yeah. So he was quite young at the time, and he was there. And like,
I actually do know who you mean. Actually,
he was he's got a foot of a traction engine. Yeah. And trust me, he did when I was 14, man. I think I took one straight in the nose like first session. Yeah, I think he just went straight through my hands. Just weren't used to the speed, but like. Doing that, being around like some pretty heavy hitters, and then going on from there, moving from Ramsgate, I went and played for Tunbridge Angels for a little bit, and I was about 16. I was training with the first team there. I'm training with people like Nathan Elder that's played like League 1, League 2 football, like a few people that have played like genuinely really high levels of football.
Yeah.
And again, I just kind of like went and did it because I thought it was normal. Like I thought. It was like for a goalkeeper, and it is like they normally get goalkeepers in quite young, but I thought this was like just
normal,
absolutely fine. But I think like the first time I properly like probably struggled with like mental health was when I was about 16, and my mum got breast cancer just before my 17th birthday.
Oh, mate.
But
sorry to hear that,
but I mean, luckily, like they caught it early, and she didn't have to do an awful lot of chemotherapy. She did radiotherapy and all that, and then she was on the mend and all that.
Big up. If you're watching this, I hope your mum's watching this.
Yeah, she will be.
Big up. Yeah, get that camera. Big up.
Come on, mum.
Come on,
sorry for swearing.
So you did the
Yeah, exactly.
There's going to be no bleeps either, so she's just going to hear all that.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, my mum got ill, and obviously, like it's weird because I was thinking about this as I was driving over it. I was hoping that this was going to get brought up because I wanted to be able to talk about it. Because like at that point in your life, you're going. I was moving into sixth form. And I just didn't give a fuck about school. Like, I just never cared.
Yeah.
But like then my mum tells me this news, or they come back from Cornwall, and from Leah, they came back from a weekend in Cornwall, and they said they found something, and then so like they do a test, they do the biopsy, they send off for the results, and then it takes like 6 or so. It takes a long time. It takes a few weeks to get these results. And in that time, you build up in your head that it's fatty tissue, it's scar down, it's this, it's that. you eliminate the elephant in the room.
You're like,
and then it can't be, and it's like, and then you get told that your mum's got cancer, and you're like it's heavy, but then you kind of just like, mum's got cancer, like you kind of sit there and think like, it is what it is. Like you got to just deal with the cards that you dealt with. Like you got to play with the cards that you dealt with, whatever it is, and then. The real time it got real was when my mum's hair started falling out, because my mum's a hairdresser as well, so she's always been bang on with her hair, always made sure like my mum's brunette, but she always dyes it blonde, so she ends up with like the proper horrible roots. So she would never even let like the brown bits come back through. She was always and then just never seeing my mum without any hair. That was at that point, and this is like probably 5 months after, like being told.
Fucking hell,
so trying to deal with that as well, and then also trying to transition into men's football and being bottom of the bottom of the food chain. Yeah, like it was a lot of things that sort of like piled up, and all that. But
just to understand how you felt at the time, like was it more that you accepted everything and took everything on, or was you feeling a bit numb from it all?
I think it was very much numb. Do you know what I mean?
Because going on,
as a kid, like even like now, I'm 26. I'm married. I've got a wife. Like,
congratulations, by the way, mate. That is huge news. I saw it on Instagram.
So like, I'm married. We've got a nice place that we live in. We've got 2 cats. A hamster for some reason. It was like 11 quid from Pets at Home, so I just bought him. Just for some reason, I just thought, you know what? Yeah, ledge. Like, just get him. Mate. Yeah, and like even like now, sorry. So like 26, like now, and especially when I was thinking at 16. Like when my mum's ill, like your parents don't die, do they?
They don't.
You think they're going to live forever?
They're
like
immortal.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're always going to be there. Like the amount of times now, even now at 26 years old, I still have to go to my mum 3 days before payday. Any chance I could borrow 10 of diesel? Or like, can I borrow a score for diesel? And then I always say borrow, and I never pay her back. And I'm sorry, mum, but
she score for that.
Yeah, exactly. Please. Yeah, like I mean,
it's classic.
Exactly, and you don't think about that, and then when I feel like it's one of those things where, watching my mum go through the chemotherapy, and it's that point where like I generally felt obviously really, really low. Yeah. Never at any point did I think it was like did I have mental health cross my mind?
No.
I was just sad. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna label it and say that it did make me depressed. It definitely was a contributing factor to what came further down the line when I got a little bit older in the next few years. Yeah. It did, because it obviously always plays on your mind. But I was sad, and I was sad because, like everybody says when they see someone go through something like that, you're just helpless. Yeah. There is nothing you can do. You know what I mean? Mum's got, your mum gets a headache, you go and get some Nurofen and make her a cup of tea. Like,
with that,
my mum's got stage 2 cancer. I can't exactly give her a cup of Nurofen and expect everything to be better. It's one of them things. You just got to be patient, and that's one thing that I'm not. I'm just not patient.
The big C is just. Oh, mate, cancer's just horrible.
Yeah, mate, it's ruthless. Horrible. It's absolutely ruthless.
I'm so glad that obviously she's here today.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, me too. Yeah,
I mean, fucking big time. I mean, it's just I just couldn't live without my mum.
No, exactly. Like, boys need their mums, mate.
They do.
Boys need their mums.
It's
do you know what I mean? And dads, and we need the dads too. But everybody's just a saying though, isn't it? Like boys need their mums, and it's. All my grandparents have all passed away now. So I say now, my granddad died. Yeah, my granddad died actually 6 months after my mum got the diagnosis.
God. Yeah. Oh my god!
So so that was my last living grandparent, and he passed away about 6 months after. So I forgot. Do you know what? I generally forgot about when my granddad passed away. Really so it's another thing that contributed to
so much.
Like in such a short space of time, I had to deal with so much whilst trying to figure out if I wanted to do A-levels.
Yeah. Football came out as well in the mix. Yeah. Like, big time.
Exactly. Like, I'm trying to carve a part-time football career for myself. Like, trying to understand and trying to come to grips with the fact that you're not going to be a pro, but there are so many other avenues you can go down. And I had so much advice and stuff, and arrogance. That's what I was. I was an arrogant little kid. That was the thing. That was the problem I had. And And even today, it haunts me because people genuinely think that I'm an arsehole in football, because of things that I did when I was 16, 17. And anyone's watching, I do apologise, but what do you do? Hey, who cares now? But
long time ago.
I was an arrogant little shit because the problem that I had was that I was good.
Yeah.
But the problem I had, I knew I was good.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I see now in young footballers, where I look at Jude Bellingham, for example, and I go, the problem that you've got, son, is you know you're good.
Yeah.
You know, and a little bit different to me. I know he plays for Real Madrid. And
Lamine Yamal I actually quite at Barcelona, but his arrogance.
Yeah, exactly.
His ego.
And it's like, you need the right people around you. And I eventually got the right people around me, but the difference between being a 19-year-old or an 18-year-old and being mustard, and then being like a 23-year-old and being mustard, there's a massive jump. Big time. And it's not as desirable for people, especially when the things that have happened. So it is a shame, but I wouldn't really, to be fair, I wouldn't really change my life for anything. To be fair,
you're here today. Like I said, you're married.
Yeah, exactly.
Got hamster, got your pets, got your missus.
Exactly, I'm happy.
It's good.
Yeah.
But going to that point again, when you had to make that hard decision, mate, talk me through it if you don't mind. Like, how did you, was it just like, I'm going to stop? Is it literally as simple as that?
Sorry, in terms of football.
With football, sorry.
Yeah. So, it was one of those things where, this is another thing I was thinking in the car earlier. Is, I stopped. I really, really got low in sort of like just before COVID, November 2019.
Yes.
And I was at Erith Belvedere at the time, and the manager there did not like me. And I think I think the other goalkeeper. I think I went there as number 2. I was about 18, 19. Maybe 20. I can't remember. But he's the other goalkeeper's had the snip.
He's
had the snip done. He's been collared by the missus or something. So he's had the snip. So it's led me into like 12 weeks of football. So I'm playing, and the gaffer would be messaging me at like 8 o'clock in the morning of a game. He meant well. He'd send me like really gospel messages, and I don't know what I believe in. But it definitely ain't like after what happened to my mum. It definitely ain't God. Because and I apologise to anybody that's listening, but I just can't get on board with it. Like, I've tried. I went to a Church of England primary school. I went on my knees for people.
When you've
fucking hell.
but when you've gone through what you've done, mate, that is hard to be religious in any sort of form.
Yeah, exactly.
I completely get it.
Yeah, it's like fucking hell.
Let's go.
Cut.
Get it on.
Yeah.
What's the time? Cut. I've got the timestamp.
Yeah.
That's jokes. But
yeah.
So you were there at that point, and the manager didn't like you.
Yeah, that's it. And he'd send me these messages, and I say to him like, "Gaffer, I do appreciate what you're sending me, but like, that's not doing anything for me, by the way." Like, and then after that point, he really took offence to that. Like, he could fuck me. I've really stepped on some nerves there. Like, I trod on toes big time.
Just like, you didn't want to see like a Bible reading.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, because I didn't want to be fucking baptised before every game of football. It was like, and he was just like, and he'd come into the change room after. We played somebody, I can't remember. I think it was K Sports at Welling United's ground.
Oh wow, okay,
Well, that was the ground we played at. So
that's quite big actually. They're National League, are they?
National League South. No, they're Isthmian. They're Ryman Prem now, Isthmian Prem. So they got relegated. Yeah, so but yeah, no, like we played there. I think we beat K Sports. And then they come into the thing, and he just looked at me. And he's gone, "You're fat, bruv." Like, and I'm just like, "What?" Like, hang on a minute. And even like some of the like senior players in the thing, football's ruthless. I understand that. Like, I've always understood that football is it's a ruthless world.
Yeah.
But he coming straight into me. He's going, "You're just fat, bruv, ain't you?" And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm about 15 stone at the time. I was like, fucking cheeky cunt.
Yeah,
good shape here. Like,
how old were you? Like, but it's 19 sort of.
Yeah, about 19.
So it was when you said,
and and even like some of the senior players that are probably about 36, 37. Like, whoa, Gaffer, chill out. Like, that's, I'm not going to out him because like,
yeah. the things you want to say.
He just hated me, and at that point I was like, do you know what? I don't need this.
No, too right.
I literally, I went cold turkey.
Yeah.
I just stepped away from football.
Yeah.
And the hardest part I found was going to my dad and telling him that I wanted to step away from football.
Yeah.
Because like my dad took me everywhere. He drove me to the arse end of the country to play county games. He drove me here, there, and everywhere.
He believed in you just as much as you believed in yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I think my dad is like, he was my biggest fan.
Yeah.
And like,
you remember that conversation well.
yeah. So he's like, he was a little bit, he was upset, and I think that's the thing that I regret the most. And obviously then after about 6 months later, we rolled into the lockdowns and stuff with COVID. So I really, at that point, I started lockdown, I was like, right, I'm going to stay fit, I'm going to get back. So after this lockdown's finished, I'm going to go straight back into football.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
And can we say, like, everyone watching experienced COVID, obviously, and they know how tough it was for people to keep the momentum going.
I feel like COVID was, you went up one or two ways. People either got shredded.
Yeah.
With that, who's it? Joe Wicks or saying that was on every morning thing, just doing press ups.
Looking fella.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then you just ate bare food and you got fat like that, and that was the way I went. Like, genuinely, that was the way I went. Like,
bare food and got.
Yeah, and that was the way I went. Unfortunately,
I shouldn't laugh about it. It's the way you said it.
But no, it was, and I sit there now and I think, in all the shit that I had to deal with, leading up to that sort of like 3-year period leading up to then, dude, did COVID ruin did COVID ruin my football career? Yes, because it then allowed me to enjoy other things and realise that I had better things to do. Yes, it did. But did COVID save my life? Yes, COVID did save my life, I think. Because I genuinely think if I'd have carried on that downward spiral.
Yes.
And I don't say this I don't mean this in a flippant way, because obviously everything that you've been through.
No, please
but
do.
I genuinely don't know where I would be right now. I couldn't tell you.
And it could be the worst possible thing.
It absolutely it could. It genuinely could. I was in such a horrible place in like that when I stepped away from football, because I felt like I'd let my dad down. I felt like I let myself down, and I was in a dog shit relationship at the time as well. And and then that all happened, and kind of stepped away from it, and I've flirted with it again. Like I have, like, but you know what I mean. I've had a little flirt with football again, and I have enjoyed it. But there's always, it gets like, it's like a honeymoon thing. Do you know what I mean? I get past that honeymoon period and I'm bored again. Like I am, like I did it last season with Sheppy when I was losing. I started off the year. What did I do? I started off the year at 130 kilos.
I was going to literally talk, because you said you really wanted to talk about the weight, and I said you just ate bare food. I shouldn't like, it's the way you said it. But it's fine. So no, please. So I started. With going away from football and stuff. Yes.
And I just naturally gained weight because I wasn't training 2 or 3 times a week. I wasn't burning the calories and this, that, and the other.
Yeah. It was a surplus.
Exactly. The sports that I picked up, I started playing golf, and then I started taking my cricket more seriously. And you don't exactly do an awful lot. Like, do you know what I mean? You walk a lot, but I was working at Canterbury Golf Club at the time, so I was getting buggies for free. So I'm balling out in a buggy, bruv. Like, So I was having like a good time, playing my golf, doing this, and it just creeps up on you. It really does. Like anyone that's put on a vast amount of weight in a short space of time, really. You just genuinely don't realise. Like,
you don't notice.
You don't. It's such a like a little gradual thing that you just, these things start coming to you quite quickly. Like, right. I mean, happy days that I've never actually been addicted to getting pissed every night.
Thank God,
Thank anything, wherever it is.
Whatever it is out there.
Wherever it is. Thank whoever it is, whoever I need to thank. If I thank you. I've never had like an unhealthy addiction with drugs.
Yeah.
like, 26 years old, come on. Like,
it's been a bit.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, you know, like you experiment things, didn't you? And luckily, like, I've got such an addictive personality that thinking back now, I'm like, whoa, lucky, just like dodged a bullet almost.
You probably dodged so many bullets.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Luckily, those, you know, I threw some shit at the wall, but luckily that shit didn't stick at it. Like, do you know what I mean? That all fell down. But I'm actually really happy that I got through that little bit of a patch where I was trying these different things.
Yeah.
And nothing ever, like, I've never really attracted to any of it. To any of it.
Again.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I go out and enjoy a beer and stuff, but, like, you know, I can go 3 weekends without having to go to the pub or, you know, not having a beer after football or whatever. So,
because some people, we've spoken about it on this podcast before, where some people, they're not alcoholics, they don't call themselves alcoholics, but they say they do rely on alcohol to get through social anxiety.
Well, it's a functioning alcoholic, isn't it? It's sort of thing, isn't it? Yeah,
that's probably the best way to word it, actually.
Yeah,
that it's more just to function and they drink just to make things a bit easier.
Yeah, precisely, yeah.
That's a tricky slope as well. So, mate, you've dodged a lot of bullets to get
where exactly. You are today. So, like, you know, I sit there and I go through these bits, dodge the bullets and whatever.
Amazing.
Yeah, like I said, so I was flirted a little bit, going back and forth with football.
Yeah.
But like I said, like with the addictive personality, I never really wanted to go back to the footbal.
Yes.
Like, I mean, like now I play like Rochester District League.
Oh, do you?
I just play for Stockbury.
Yeah.
I have a laugh every Saturday. I have a laugh every Sunday in the Sheppey League, and that does me.
Cracking.
But it's like there's no pressure with that.
Zero pressure.
Exactly.
Mate.
Like,
it's like kicking around with your mates.
Exactly. But like, and when I mean like the pressure, like I don't mean like I'm not playing in front of 200 or 300 people anymore. It's I don't need to worry if the missus wants to go to IKEA on Saturday afternoon.
It's also personal life.
So it's like there's no pressure to play. There's no pressure to turn up. You know, neither team trains. Like it's just the weekends, and it's something to look forward to during the week.
One thing I was going to ask with football actually before, only because I mentioned it earlier, when you did, if you're again happy to say that when you played Under the Radar, what I'm interested in that with is they're a YouTube team.
Yeah.
Did you face anything on social media really when you played for them? Just out of curiosity, was there pressure?
I mean, you know, everybody that's part of any sort of big YouTube franchise or has a YouTube channel that's, you know, getting regular comments, they always say don't read the comments.
Yeah, they always say it.
But I'll read the comments. I'm gonna read
them.
Do
it. Yeah,
and I had a couple of times where, and it was little silly things like like Lewis is shit or something, and I'll be like, oh, fuck you, like.
You should reply.
I would as well. I'd be like, well, I'm right here, bruv. Say it to me now. Oh my god, you actually replied. I'll be like, yeah, get out my ass, bruv. Yeah, exactly. Like,
I wish I'd been so funny.
Yeah, honestly, there's but
those. I mean, did it affect you?
Yeah, a little bit, but then you soon block it out because it's. You know, it's every Sunday then, and it just takes over your life. So I kind of like just avoided that as much as I could.
Yeah.
You know, I'm playing in these games and they're uploading these videos that are getting millions of views. So like, you're not going to get millions of people are watching and say, I don't know, 100,000 people comment on a video. You're not going to get 100,000 comments that are all going to be happy, are they? Like, you can't please everyone.
They're still quite big, aren't they, Under the Radar? Are they still fairly big?
They grew a bit, but they actually don't have a team anymore.
Wow, I did not know that.
They put all they basically, because when I was there, we was playing in the Woolwich and Hilton Sunday League. Like the Sheppey Sunday League of Woolwich and Hilton. So
no way, I didn't know.
We played in that league in the first year, and we won the treble. We won 2 cups in the league.
Was that Manny in that team?
Yeah, Manny, Toby.
Toby played in that team as well.
KSI, Mini Minter.
JJ was in the team.
Yeah. Yeah.
You literally had half the sidemen. You were playing with half the sidemen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Other than like. Well, I'm hoping Josh wasn't playing these.
No. So I played with those 3.
Yeah. That's cool.
You obviously Harry was registered but never played.
Harry was.
Yeah, he was registered to play, but he never did. I know. Ethan wasn't never registered because he was playing for a team in East London.
Oh, that's a shame actually. Yeah, I reckon he'd have been all right.
Yeah, so like, but who have they just signed for? Oh, there's that hashtag new thing, isn't there?
Yeah,
hashtag all stars. Yeah, hashtag United All Stars or something.
Oh, is that it?
Spencer did a video, didn't he? It was like, I'm hanging up my boot. It's time for me to hang up my boots and then put them back on.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then like, like Bez and that assigned for him. Then,
no way.
Yeah, so like,
that's weird. That's quite a cool experience to be with people.
Oh mate, it was wicked. Like, that gave me. I mean, I'm quite happy, like, with everything that I've achieved.
Yeah. It's wicked experiences, mate.
You know, playing for Under the Radar was a very, very cool experience.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I was getting almost a professional footballer's treatment. Yeah, you know, we were sponsored by Puma. I was getting boots. I was getting gloves. Yeah, it was decked out. It was sick, mate. Like, in the first season, it was a lot more low key. You know, hence name. Like they just wanted to have a laugh. Second season came round. And, you know, start of the season, we're up in Brixton and we're in this studio and we're doing our walk-ons for the starts of the videos.
Wow.
I'm getting tracksuits and trainers now, and it's a really sick little like thing that they're going. And then the lockdown in the second season. So I started playing for them in 2018, I think.
Oh, wow.
2018, 2019 was my first season, and then 2019-20 was my second season.
Yeah.
We went into lockdown, and I didn't drive at the time.
Yeah,
I was a late bloomer when it comes to the job driving. And I was getting on trains and stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously, I just didn't want to travel. Yeah. My mum was still a vulnerable person at that point in my life.
Oh, of course.
So I didn't want to be going, especially didn't want to be going to London. It was like a hive for it, wasn't it? So.
Wow, I didn't realise that was it.
Yeah, no, so like, mate, honestly, the things that I got out of Under the Radar was unreal, but the things I had to give to be there was a joke. Like, I was leaving my house at 6:30 on a Sunday morning because there was rail replacements to get there for a 10:30 kickoff in say like Mottingham or something in like South East London. It was horrendous.
And to add into the mix as well, this was a part where you were basically thinking about, do I quit semi-pro football entirely?
Yeah, exactly.
On top of you doing this as well.
Yeah,
mate. And
so that was in my second season. And when the COVID came round, then it kind of took it away. And
you just felt, but you did feel quite low.
Really. I was low, but at the same time, it was that little bit of relief of like, well, at least now I've got. And I think what was the first lockdown, 12 weeks or something, maybe 12 or 4 weeks.
No,
I was like, well, at least, I was like, well, I've got 4 weeks to figure it out.
Yeah.
4 weeks turned to 12.
Yeah.
12 turned to 6 months. And then it was like, bloody hell, like now I need to, if I want to do it, now I need to actually pack in eating the takeaways. Because like going back to that, I like the unhealthy addictions and stuff. Like,
I love yo-yoing, it's fine.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
It's good.
But going back to like the unhealthy addictions, like I said, like, you know, I never had unhealthy thing with alcohol or drugs. My unhealthy obsession was takeaways. Honest to God.
That's what it was.
Yeah, and it was, you know, I was addicted to eating shit food, and it sounds silly, and people will think, oh, that's not a thing.
No.
It genuinely is. I was craving stodge. I just needed it in my life. That's all I wanted. All I wanted to do every day was when I was just met my missus. And I went, you know what? I'm going to come live with you for a little bit at mum's house. I wanted to go to the Tankerton kebab. That's all I wanted to do. Every night I wanted to walk to Tankerton. I wanted to get myself a little kebab wrap, and I wanted to go home. And I was happy.
That's all you needed.
Yeah.
You know what, mate? Out of all the, like you said, you listed so many things you could have gone down.
Exactly.
Like
so many parts.
Out of everything, you know what?
Yeah.
That's probably one of the ones that is a bit better. Yes, it's not good.
It's not ideal, no, but
it won't put you in jail.
You know, exactly. Yeah.
Oh no, what you've done a crime? Get the kebab.
Yeah, Rob. Well, yeah.
Lock him up.
I mean, I was unhealthy, mate. It was an unhealthy addiction. I probably would have like gone in there with a shotgun at some point.
Yeah.
Probably just stood him out. If I couldn't afford a portion of chips, I would have just gone like,
yeah.
I emptied the till. No, just make me a burger. Like, so honestly, it was mental. It was crazy.
Obviously, you said you put on the pounds. You're in a bad place. Was there a turning point? Like, what was it?
I mean, it's helped with what I do now for work.
Which we can go into one big time. Yes, obviously, I don't know if you want to talk about it now or you want to explain.
Yeah. We'll yo-yo.
We'll yo-yo back to what we're saying because I want to quickly say this is. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll explain my part.
Go for it. Yeah.
I want to know how you even worked it out. So, as you can see there, as you saw at the start of this episode, we've got Groot. I was literally about to fucking say it as well. We've got Groot here. So, I won an award. I don't want it to be in my name. I wish it was in Conversations or Take That On. It was in my name that the nomination was made, but bash. But yeah, I won an award, Kent Mental Wellbeing Awards. Amazing, great people there. It was a really nice experience. It was at Ashford International Hotel, met some lovely people, and somehow on my table was this guy called Tom, who runs Inclusive Sport. Found out about them, they're CIC. We're a CIC as well, which is really cool. We're like Inclusive Sport minus 6 years, like 7 years. Even. I can't remember how long they're going for, but I as you do when you go to a event, you network with people, and do you know what? Out of everyone, like I spoke to a few people, I really wanted to get to know Tom and Inclusive Sport. I thought what you guys are doing amazing. So I sent him an email and I was like, look, shall we connect? Can I come down and see you, sort of thing? How did you and Tom, how did you and your boss, how did that even come about?
To be fair, it was I saw that you won your award, and I was buzzing for you because you look so proud, bruv, when you got that award.
It.
And I was like, mate, that is ledge. And the little
Groot.
Was it the little emblem? That's the Kent Mental Health Awards, or what's it called?
No, you're right. Kent Mental Wellbeing Awards.
Wellbeing Awards. Sorry, yep.
No, you're right.
That little emblem we got sent because obviously we won something as well, didn't we?
Yes, you won a
champion or something or whatever it was called. I can't remember.
They won exactly. It was a different award, but you both won the champion of that.
Yeah.
So we won the champion of communications. I can't remember what Inclusive Sport won, but they won the exact thing for another award. It was sick. You both won 2 awards, which is wicked.
We got this thing to so when you send emails, so you have your signature at the bottom of your email, don't you? And our social media girl sent us out this little emblem. It was like, I'll pop this on the bottom of your thing so people know when you. And I was like, where have I seen that from?
Wait,
yeah.
So I need to do it in my own emails. Fuck, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
adding it to my signature.
Grab it add it to your signature. Yeah.
Hey, anyway.
Yeah. So
sorry to interrupt.
That's right. No worries. Yeah, you're the champion, mate. At the end of the day. So, I've added it to the emails. I was looking at it and I went, where have I seen that before? I was ended up scrolling through Facebook again. And I was like, oh shit, it was Finn's, mate. It was Finn one. And I went into Tom's office and I was like, one of my mates won something the other day as well. And I think it was, mate, this might have been a couple of days after when I actually reached out to you. I was like, I'm gonna go on his podcast and we're going to talk about mental health and stuff, and hopefully we'll get some content and stuff for it as well for the social media at work.
And Tom's he must have been that's mental.
I was like, his name's I said his name's Finn Tumber, and he went, oh, so next to him. Yeah. Tom's like a rabbit, mate. He's like Tigger. That's what I like. That's genuinely the only thing that I can relay.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say? That I can relate him to is Tigger. He's just so much energy.
Yeah.
He's like, what? No way! Like that. And I'm like, easy now, biggin.
Mate, I'd have been the exact same way. I'd be like, bro, it's unreal. Because then when I was talking to him, he then put it in his reply email saying small world, eh? And I said, mate, you're literally coming on the podcast. The reason why we won the award and I was sat with your boss is because of what we're doing now, which is wild. It was based on the podcast.
No, it's class, mate.
Crazy.
It's amazing.
And do you want to explain? I'm putting you on the spot here, but do you want to explain to the camera what Inclusive Sport are? Because it's really good to promote them. So they're all about...
Which camera am I addressing?
Oh, you know what? Do the close-up. I think it'd be good. It'd be good for the reel. Yeah. Okay. So they're a... it's in the name, mate. It's sport for inclusivity.
Yeah, so Inclusive Sport is a company where we work with children with additional needs and adults with learning disabilities, and we're basically creating a pathway for these individuals to get into sport. As anybody that's played sport, mainstream sport, for example, it's very easy to get into. There are barriers that are in the way for people with additional needs or learn difficulties that doesn't allow them to have that natural pathway into sport.
Yes.
So we're just trying to bridge that gap at Inclusive Sport, and it's something where it's a place now where I feel like I can see myself being at Inclusive Sport for quite a while. I've recently just had a promotion as well, where I'm now actually in charge of all of the community contracts that we run.
Mate.
Yeah, so all of the work that we do within the community, care homes, football clubs, bits and pieces, anything really, tennis sessions, whatever it is that we do that's not in a school. Yeah, mate, do armchair tennis. It's sick.
Oh, that is fire.
Yeah, do it with people with dementia and stuff, like adults with dementia. So do a lot of work with like Age UK and Age UK homes and stuff. So yeah, it is sick, mate. Like,
I've done a bit of research in inclusive sport. I did not know that. That is wicked, mate.
It's class, mate. Yeah,
it's so good what they're doing. Yeah. It's exactly, it's mental health. It's trying to feel people include. This is on a much lower scale. It was not really a big thing, but I've always loved football growing up. Yeah, and I actually was a keeper. Like, not well. Or everyone around me said, "Finn, you actually might have something here." Like, I was actually all right as a kid, but I'm saying. But I was actually had something about me, and everyone said, "Oh, Finn, go play for a team. Like, join a team." And I think it was New Road on the island. So it was a small team.
Yeah.
And I think I was about 10, but I don't know if whether it's just my social anxiety when I was 10, or I have autism, so that doesn't impair like communication naturally. I don't know what it was. It was probably like a bit of a combination when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I just didn't feel like I could fit in, and I eventually went to like a couple of training sessions. It was a bit cliquey as well, but I just didn't really know how to banter with like a normal kid.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. So, there is that,
yeah. Because when you're talking to me, this is on a much lower scale. I mean, I know you deal with a wide range of special needs and catering,
exactly.
but that sort of thing could have been really good for me. Growing up, to feel a bit included with people that might be a bit similar to me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Something to relate to.
That is excellent.
Because that's what you want, innit, is just to be able to relate. And that's all we try to do. Like, in a lot of the sessions that we're doing, obviously, is very much an entry into a sport, wherever it is going to be. One of the sessions that we run with Faversham Strike Force.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
that's crazy. I follow Faversham Strike Force. Do you know my friend Dennis? Dennis Gardner.
Yeah, I know Dennis Gardner. I played cricket with Dennis for years. Yeah, at Robinsham. Yeah.
He doesn't even know you're coming on, so he'll be like, "Hey, wait, what the fuck?" Yeah.
What's up, Den?
Den's, he will be watching this. Den's like one of like my he comes to all Take the Con stuff.
Yeah.
I won't take it away. Go back to you.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
No. So Strike Force is crazy.
So we do a session with Strike Force where
brilliant
on a Tuesday evening. Anyone watching this? We have and you have or you know of anybody that's between the age of 5 to 11 wants to get into, or you want them to get into football, but you're struggling and not knowing how to. We run a football session at the Abbey School in Faversham, 6:15 till 7 p.m. on a Tuesday evening, and it is a taster session, and it's actually a feeder session. So basically, kids come to us, coach them for, whatever it is.
Yeah.
A year, if it takes a year, if it takes 6 months, 3 months, whatever. They then go straight into an organised disability team, Pan Disability Football, and they play in the Kent Disability League, and they have a tournament first Sunday of every single month.
What?
And we're just a small cog in this massive engine that Strike Force has got going on in terms of their inclusivity side of things. It's amazing what they're doing.
So what will inclusive sport do? And Strike Force obviously do a lot of that legwork there.
Yeah,
You kind of bridge the gap.
Exactly.
With getting the kids in and then following on.
So from a kid that just kicks a football at a wall in a garden, they come to my session. They learn very, very, very basic skills. How to control the ball, lots of shooting, lots of fun, lots
the ball,
of smarts. Exactly.
It. Yeah.
And then they move on from that, and then they go into a slightly more with a guy called Tim, who's amazing what he does as well with the club. Yeah. He then takes them into his team, and then boom, then they're into a much more relaxed but an organised sport for them. Which they can relate to, which, like you were saying, they feel like they're part of a team and not just there to make up numbers.
That is so good.
A lot of football clubs will not turn these sorts of people away. And there is like a stigma around them where a lot of people will look at an adult with learning disabilities or a child with additional needs, and they will look at them and they will go boing pound signs. Because they'll go, they're not going to moan.
No,
because they just want to play football. But that's an extra like £15 a month.
And what is that when it's their life and their happiness?
Exactly. It's
That's excellent, mate.
Yeah, so
that is so good. Like genuinely, I didn't know that. I didn't know you did something with Strike Force.
No, mate, we do things with like Ramsgate. We do. I am all over the county when it comes to like. I mean, if I'm not in Snodland, then I'm in Ashford. If I'm not in Ashford, I'm in Thanet.
So with your promotion, you're actually going around.
So I do have to do visits, but mainly first things first. I'm still a coach, which I'm happy with because I like my job is so. 1 minute I'm doing an after school club. Next minute I'm running a PE lesson at Elmley Dray School, literally just over the road. Like there's a little special school just over the road. I go down there. I do PE with them. Then I'm up in Snodland and I'm talking to kids about like how their week's been, like mentoring sort of thing. Then I'm going and teaching kids how to be a sports coach at a school in Ashford. So it's like it's very very vast. And then I'm playing armchair tennis with like.
It keeps it exciting, doesn't it?
Yeah, like with Frida from up the road. Like I'm just playing armchair tennis with her. Like it is very good, and it is just it's such a vast thing. Doesn't allow you to get bored,
mate.
Even if you wanted to, you couldn't because there's just too much going on.
You struck gold with that job, I think.
Yeah, it's cushy. Yeah,
honestly, mate, it feels like it's so rewarding at the same time.
It is. Yeah,
not boring, but you're helping.
Like every day, every job, you have your good days, you have your bad days. You might have. You could have four bad days in a week. You have one good day, outweighs them all.
Yeah,
like it's cushy.
Yeah, like genuinely, it's one of those. But the thing is, the way you're talking to me now is that even those crap days, you still love it. You still go back and.
You just learn in my job, like you think you've cracked it, but then you ain't. You really ain't. Like so, you use every block. Like when I started, well over a year ago now, when I first started with inclusive sport, I didn't know what stimming meant. Where a child sitting there and he's when they're just sort of like shaking their hands.
What's it called? Sorry,
but they call it stimming. So they're just sort of like they're regulating themselves essentially. So they they might rock, they might do this. I don't know. Stimming, I'll go into sessions and I might do like a big whistle with my like sort of thing, like a big loud one.
Sensory.
Yeah, and I might set 4 kids off. And I'm like, didn't think about that. So there's all these different things that I've had to learn. It's like, learning what some non-verbal kids enjoy, what some non-verbal kids don't. There's some kids that will come up to you and all they will want to do is hold your hand.
Yeah.
And it's remembering where you are and switching off the fact that it's not weird to hold a kid's hand.
No.
Like, especially when they're finding a form of safety in holding your hand and like knowing that
security,
they're safe. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just makes it feel
and they're
safe.
happy to. And that's one thing. And the worst thing that you could possibly do is go, nah, you're right. Like,
that's the worst thing, actually, because that way they're like, I feel rejected. They don't love me.
Exactly. Yeah. And then they'll remember that for forever. So,
yeah.
I mean, if they want to try and grab you and give you a hug, mate, you just give them a hug. Like, it is what it is. Like
that is brilliant.
Yeah, it's sick. It's cushy.
How's this job? Has it affected you as a person? Has it changed who you are? Because obviously you said you found this job when you said you're putting on weight.
Yeah. So I actually found this job. I was working at the London Golf Club as a greenkeeper.
Yeah.
And that's a ridiculously prestigious golf club. Standards are very, very high, and that sent me a little bit crazy. I was a little bit like, I've bitten off more than I can chew here. Bloody hell! Like, I don't know how long I'll be able to keep this up, working to this sort of standards in this sort of. In my head, it was a toxic environment, but it's probably me just playing up on the fact that it was just ridiculously nice, and I couldn't keep, and I just wasn't up for the task.
Okay, interesting.
But I ended up getting signed off from work for 4 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And in that 4 weeks, I had an interview with Tom,
yes,
for a job, and I went in there. I went into, bearing in mind that I live with my wife, and I've got bills and stuff to pay. I went into working with Tom, and I was only working 19 hours to start off with, 19 hours a week, and now I'm working full time, and I'm a contract manager, coordinator, whatever it is. So like I've worked hard worked my socks off for the last year. I don't really like saying no to people anyway, which is sometimes is a bit of a downfall for me.
Yeah, no, I can agree. I relate.
I always just think like, nah, nothing's too difficult, nothing's too big. Like it's only just going here, there, everywhere. So, but I went for the interview. I got the job. And then the rest is history. I've never really settled anywhere for work. No. Never. Since I started working at about 18 or whatever, when I left school, I've never been I don't think I've ever been at a place for longer than a year, flat out. Like I worked at Canterbury Golf Club for about 2 years, but that was with like a 6-month interval. Like I left and then went back. But wow. Yeah, I was buzzing when I got to my year anniversary at Inclusive Sport. I was so proud of myself because I found something that I'm good at, and 2, I enjoy.
Yeah, you found. Yeah, and the coaching, mate, I think that fits you so well. Yeah, it fits you so well doing that.
It's not, but it's not a pressurized role because I go and do a football session. Parents, carers, whoever's bringing these kids, they know I ain't going to find the next Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi or Lamine Yamal or Jude Bellingham. I just want to see as many smiles as possible. Like it's true though. It's funny, like you're not a scout. Like, I'm not. Ain't gonna Messi. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're not going to find these things. So like, and when I first started, I'd be trying to do too much. Less is so much more. Yeah. Less is so much more. Like I was trying to do so many different things with the kids, and they're just sitting staring at me, going, "I ain't got a clue what you mean, bruv. Let me do some shooting." And I'm like, "Yeah." So like, yeah, it's just like just bounce off the kids. Yeah. What do they find fun? Or what got the most laughs? What got the most smiles? And really, realistically, that's all. I mean, I ain't a parent, but I can imagine that's all a parent wants. Want to see their kids having fun. Yeah, they're not bothered about them doing 15 bounce passes and then whipping one top corner because realistically they can't do it. So there's why bother trying, and why bother putting a kid through that much stress,
pressure and stress to do it.
So it's like, what do we want to do today? Well, we're gonna do shooting, didn't we? Yeah. Oh, we'll do some shooting. What else do we want to do? Oh, can we do some passing? Oh, yeah, we'll do some passing then. What else are we going to do? Oh, I want to play King of the Ring. Oh, we'll play King of the Ring as well then. Oh,
King of the Ring? What's King of the Ring?
You know the King of the Ring?
No, is that bad?
It's like, no, not really.
Well, yeah.
It is when if you
kind of is if you're a footballer.
It is if you work with me. So, all the kids have a football each, and they're moving around with their footballs. Yeah. And they've got to try and kick somebody else's football out whilst looking after theirs. Yeah. So it's different names for it. Sort
you get some brawls.
Killer or whatever.
You get like some brawls going on. Like, you kick my ball.
Oh, mate, honestly. I just love it because some kids just don't accept the fact their ball's going out. They'll just go and pick it up, put it back in the square and just go, no. And I'm like, all right.
I know exactly, because you dribble in the box, don't you? And then
you try and catch somebody out on the sly. So basically, I'm just teaching them how to be sly.
Basically, character building.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
But honestly, from what you've described to me, like, mate, you've done amazing with that, and I can hear like the passion. Yeah. But Tom as well, and obviously Vicky does grants and stuff. Like what they've built is incredible. To have this even in place, it helps so many people out there, and that's why they won those awards. Like that, absolutely does not surprise me now you said that. That is huge.
Yeah, and they got the gym as well, like down in Whitstable. So they got inclusive fitness as well. So
I saw because they followed inclusive fitness also followed the page. Do you get a free gym there?
I get a free gym. Yeah. But I just I'm one of them people, like I'm sitting upstairs in the office or whatever, and I'm doing work on the laptop. I just think that gym's going to be there.
Yeah, literally, like right there.
I'm like, oh, it's Monday. Normally have a Chinese on Monday. Yeah, don't want to offset it. Let's not bother. But I can use the gym for free and stuff.
Excellent. Yeah.
The gym's growing so much though. It's like I'm one of them where I'm like, I ain't paying to use it. People are paying to use it. I'm not going to go and take up the. And also, I don't want to be in there like pushing out like 150 on a chest press, innit?
It's a little look to the camera, like, you know what I mean?
No, you get it.
Just machine.
He gets it. That one there, that geezer right there. You get it at home, didn't you? Yeah, you get it. Yeah.
It's Tom looking back.
It's Tom going.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah. Mate, it's so incredible, and I'm so glad he found that. Yeah. One thing that he said that I know we're flirting with the idea, we're teasing with it a little bit. We mentioned about the weight. The only reason that I did, and you're obviously happy to talk about it.
Yeah.
The main reason being is that there's a lot of people, men, women, everyone, that's affected by it. I think a lot of blokes as well laugh at each other for it as well. And
exactly.
There's an emotional side of it.
Yeah.
So what was your journey like? Obviously, you found a job, and obviously you managed. You did a wicked transformation. Honestly, it was really cool to see.
Yeah, I mean,
how does it affect you? Yeah.
Being like around people in the gym and stuff, and
yeah,
when your colleagues are, you know, wanting to be bodybuilders and bits and pieces, and they're constantly using the gym, you just naturally get a little bit involved. And I've always been quite naturally strong, so I just get involved in some of their stuff. But it was like at Christmas time last year, I kind of like looked at myself in the mirror and went, porky, like
genuinely that is
and it was just like a little switch went off in my head, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go and just smash it out. Give it 3 months, because 3 months is enough time to see some difference.
Yeah, see what happens.
And I got really addicted. So really addictive personality came in. So I got addicted, and for like nearly 3 months, I didn't eat any more than 1,100 calories a day.
1,100 calories a day.
Yeah, 1,100 calories a day.
Should they recommend 2,000?
2,500. 2,500. Yeah. For me to lose weight at a steady weight, they were saying like 2,000 calories a day. So I was like, I was still eating like fun food, like
just
but it's like everything in moderation, mate. Everything's good in moderation, And I was weighing food. I was like weighing like the mayonnaise I was using. And
wow,
I went from 130 kilos to 108 kilos in 6 weeks, 7 weeks.
So that's 22?
Yeah.
22 kilos, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, I lost about 22. I think maybe I got down lower, because I think I got to 25 kilos that I'd lost in that time before I got married in April. So I'd stopped. I was back in Mackey's, mate. Way before the wedding. Because I bought my suit, and I was a little bit big. It was a little bit big on me, and I didn't really want to send it back. So I just thought, you know what?
Let's go back to old habits.
Old habits die hard and all that, don't they? So I jumped back in the Mackey's for a couple of weeks. That suit fit me quite nicely.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean,
regulated it.
Yeah, that's how I did it. I just It's just a mindset thing, and and to be fair, do you know what I mean? I've been bad ever since now. I've been back enjoying my food and enjoying my beer.
Are you happy though with it?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're happy,
I am happy. But the thing is that I've done it because I've already done it now. So I'm like, well, I could do it again if I want to.
Oh, 100%, mate.
That's just my mindset for everything. Like once I've done something, I'm like, well, I know I can do it. It's like
yeah.
I never wanted to drive because I never thought I could do it.
Yeah,
and I passed my driving test, and I was like, oh shit, did it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, do you like have self-doubt in any aspect?
Really? Yeah, I used to have it massively.
Yeah.
Like from school, like never. I walked out of school with 1 GCSE.
Yeah.
And that was English literature. And that was only because the English teacher scared the shit out of me.
I've got to do it.
Honestly, yeah. Because what school did you go to? You went.
I went to. I had to think for a while. Westlands.
You went Westlands, yeah.
But
so I went SEC, yeah. So.
Oh, you SEC,
yeah. My English teacher scared the shit out of me. And
so I know it is obviously gutted.
Yeah. So I was like, oh mate, like I need to.
That's jokes.
Yeah. So I knuckled down in that, and I did it. But that wasn't like a turning point for me. They went, well done, bruv, because I think I got like a B in my coursework.
Oh, so
I fucked the exam so hard like that. I think it was like a low D, and it got me like a low C. So I still passed, but barely, like by the skin of my teeth. Like I really, really, really tried to mess that up by the looks of things.
So self-doubt kind of came from like
from things like from school, really, and then I think the first thing that I did where I put my mind to it and I passed it was a CSCS card to be a labourer on a building site, like get green card.
Yeah, that's it, green card.
I took the test cuts, I failed it. Really, it was really bad. Really badly failed it. And I did it, and I went, bruv, like I remember walking out with like a little bit of paper said that you passed. And I was sitting there and I'm going, bruv, I trained for that.
You did that all yourself
and passed it. It was just this thing clicked in my head, and then I went and did my theory for driving, because that was the thing. Like I could drive. I could drive a car.
Theory's actually not as easy as it. Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, I the multiple choice, I was getting like 49 out of 50 every time.
Bosh.
As a perception, fucked me up differently.
Oh,
the one that everyone finds well easy,
mate,
I could not get anywhere near it. I was like, how? I was like going up to the woman in the little window, and she was like, and I was like, excuse me, like, have you got any tips?
Can I just say as well, considering you are literally a goalkeeper, and it's all about reflexes, because I was like, you're gonna click when you see the hazard. Like, I was like, the fact you're a keeper, and like,
I was like, oh shit, like,
but
I just kept clicking too many times. Honestly, I stuffed it up so many times.
They do mark you down if you do like a sequence or you click it too many times. They give you a mark down.
Exactly.
So that's what it is.
I think on a few I clicked too many times.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a bird. It could fall out the sky.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. It's a bird.
I was like, oh shit. Like,
but again, you got through it. You're driving, mate.
Yeah, exactly. So that was another big thing that I did.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
Then me and my missus found like a nice house in Borden, and we went after that. So we ended up moving into that, and it was like lovely. Yep, we'll have that. Like, and it was another thing checked off. And then I feel like now, obviously, like, well, I'm married as well, so that was like, I suppose that's quite a big thing.
Oh yeah, big time, mate.
That's quite a big thing. So we got married earlier this year.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, buzzing, like, got that done as well now, like, sweet as a nut.
Yeah.
So like, the next thing for me, which is quite backwards, was like, I want to find a job that I'm good at and that I'm happy at. And now I've done that as well.
And that's what's really
so like now I'm sitting here thinking, like, trying to think what I haven't done.
You've now been on a podcast.
Done.
You've now been on a podcast. Yeah. Nothing ticked off.
Another thing done.
But yeah,
like,
no, fully.
It's like, it's genuinely, I'm sitting here, I'm trying to think of what I could do now that could make me or give me. I'm always looking for that next thing that will give me that drive.
Yeah.
Like that drive I had at the start of this year to lose. That is what I had to lose weight.
It's your mindset, mate. Yeah. It's a good one to have.
And I'm like, now, like, what's next? I mean, like, well,
yeah.
I mean, it won't be long, and we'll be going back to like winter training for cricket. So I've got that to look forward to. So I want to go and lose a little bit more timber just before cricket training. So I'd go back a little bit leaner, a little bit meaner, a little bit quicker. Like, that'd be nice. But
that's one little goal you could do from there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a big thing of life. You've got to always have that next thing to push yourself a bit more.
Well, exactly, innit? It's always having them goals, innit? Or having that little something in the distance just to go, we'll have a bit of that, like, or something to think about. Like, that would be that for me is massive. Yeah,
100%.
I'd love. I don't know what it is going to be next, but I'm sure it'll be something big. It's never something small with me.
You have to comment when this episode comes out. It'll be like, because that'll be end of January. You'll be like, what is it, mate?
Yeah, what would it be? Be like, maybe it'll be this massive Chinese buffet.
Yeah. Mate, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. One big thing with this podcast is it's all about obviously you being real and raw, which you've been amazing with that, mate. Yeah. The next thing is coping mechanisms. Is there anything? It doesn't have to be coping mechanisms per se.
Yeah.
It could be something that you've experienced in your life that you could give the viewer or listener to actually help them. Whether it was advice you would have given yourself, or you give yourself now. It's quite a deep thing to say, but what would you give someone out there that could help their mental health? Like, it's a tough one. It's other things you need to.
Yeah, no. Give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
Give yourself a chance. Don't just think that you've done something once, or I'm going to try this new diet out. So, after a week, this is crap. Like, I'm not losing any weight. Give yourself 6 months. Anything new, give yourself 6 months. Because after 6 months, you'll either have 6 months of progress or 6 months of excuses. So that's what I've always told myself. Just dropping zingers like that.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Clip that.
Yeah, exactly that.
Real.
If you give yourself 6 months, you've got 6 months of progress or 6 months of excuses.
David Goggins is coming out full swing.
Absolutely.
Day one. It's true. It's true, though.
It is. It's bang on. It is hitting the nail on the head. It's
cliche, but mate, you've hit it. That's so true.
Yeah. Just give yourself time.
Yep.
And don't write yourself off. Just like never ever write yourself off. Don't think that you just can't do something.
Yeah.
Just because somebody said or they've said it or You know, because the average don't make it. Because this,
just because of
if
that.
you're a young footballer watching this and you're interested in my story or how I've done it, don't listen to me because I gave up.
you say gave up.
Yeah, well, everyone's got demons. But there's so many, and I mean, this is only going back 6 years, but there's so many more avenues now that you can go down. One thing that I would love to do if I ever won the lottery is I would love to set up my own charity.
Really?
And my charity would be...
Please tell me, what's your dream?
My dream. Oh, what's this? Who's that geezer on TikTok?
It's Simon Squibb.
Simon Squibb, yeah.
Is that his name?
Simon, if you're watching, bruv.
I've got a story for you about that when we go off camera.
150k would be nice.
What is it?
My thing that I've always wanted ever since I started going through these my little mental health episodes, I call them, when I was in sport, is I would love to have the money to be able to set up a charity where I could get a hold of people that have been at the top of a sport at their age, and then they've been released or they've had setbacks, and it sets up a therapy session where people can come to me and I can say to them, or not just me, but I can have people working for me or people working with me to give them an opportunity not to give up, because it's so sad when you hear about young athletes, boys, girls, whatever else, coming out of sport, not getting a contract, not getting a job, and then committing suicide or something like that. And unfortunately, you hear it more times that they've done it than you don't. And I would love to be able to do something. And that's something that I have actually been, about 6 years, always said that's one thing I'd love to do. If I had a bottomless pit of money, that is what I would do with my money. Like,
that's fucking unbelievable.
Probably buy a Lambo as well, but do you know what I mean? Like a Urus. But that's genuinely what I would love to do. If I had that much money and I didn't have to worry about working, I'd love to put put my money into something where I knew for a fact I would change so many lives.
And that is factual, mate, because I'm going to say as well, you see it on Instagram. I don't know if you follow Rising Ballers.
Yeah.
I follow them, and they're a great thing, but I see like those rest in peace things, and it's like a youngster that's left the academy, and they never say it, and sometimes it is like natural causes, or not natural causes, but sometimes it's mental health, it's suicide, and you just think, fuck, mate, the amount of people you'd be able to help with that,
especially when it's been your life, and football is the kind of world, like I listen to a lot of football podcasts. I love the Ben Foster podcast,
and
every time you hear him talking to somebody about when they've recently retired, and they go, what's the bit you love the most? And it's like, or what's the bit you don't like the most?
Yeah, what is it? Yeah.
And they turn around and say, it's the unknown of, they spend, even at such a young age, 8 years old, they're told where to be, what to eat, where to do it,
Yes.
Their life is very regiment. At 38 years old, when you're a professional footballer and you retire, you've already got, you've got millions and millions of pounds in the bank account.
Oh, yeah.
Money don't make you happy, but money makes life tolerable.
Yep, that's the best way to word it.
Yeah.
It makes it
don't make you
tolerable.
happy, but it does make your life a little bit easier.
Makes it easier, tolerable,
You got to think that there's these 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 17-year-olds, whatever it is, that have been in the system since they were 8 years old.
Yep.
They haven't got millions of pounds sitting in the bank account. For all we know, mum and dad have been working 2 jobs just to get them to all the training sessions.
Yeah, driving them up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they don't get that contract. They get released. They feel like they've failed. A bit like how I felt when I thought I'd let my dad down, in a sense.
Yeah, spot on.
But the big difference is that what helped was that my dad and my mum had the money to be able to do these things for me. But not everybody does. And it's not always. It's large majority of the time. It's somebody, if it's someone from Arsenal, it's, they lived in, in a council estate in the middle of southeast London or North London or something.
Nothing at all.
With nothing,
Zero.
And they had in the palm of their hand to go and do something and make something of themselves, and they feel like that was their only chance.
And they feel like they blew it.
And they've been given up on. And I would love to just
win the
go
fucking
into
lottery.
there. Yeah.
Please.
I need to start doing it.
Yeah, you need to start buying a ticket, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
mate.
I need to start doing it first.
I've not personally heard of a charity that has that in place. At least on a big scale.
I mean, the PFA are doing a much better job of, like, the Professional Football Association are trying to do a better job of how they maintain young players after being released. But in order to do that, they need to have a professional contract. Yeah. To be a part of the Professional Football Association. Funny enough, you need to be a professional footballer.
So you're going to get released that academy.
I can't just walk through the front doors and go, hello. Like, do you know what I mean? 'Cause I'm a pro, so I'm not an ex-pro. So, yeah, but there's still that grey area of...
Yeah.
A bit like, people say, that forgotten generation. Like, they're not the scholars. They're the 16-year-olds.
Not the ones that got released when they were 10.
Yeah.
They're not the ones that made it pro and got...
They're the ones that, for the last... Well, I like to think 11, like I said to Finn earlier, like
on it.
I think that you'll really start remembering everything when you're about 11 years old.
Yeah.
So when you're 11, so from 11 to 16, that's 5 years. That's a third of somebody's life that they've spent, or nearly a third of someone's life that they've spent in a system doing this, doing that. It's not just football. It could have been cricket. It could be gymnastics. It could be horse riding. It could be anything, any form of where you've constantly spent your life chasing something and it hasn't happened. I would love to be able to just slide in there with something and just go, look, here's the other avenues we can go down. There's other things that we can do.
Yeah.
Life don't stop now.
Yeah.
Actually, more doors have opened.
Yeah, more doors have opened.
Because you're actually going down a narrow corridor in football. Because you're now only, you'd rather be, in my head, you'd rather be 16 and looking for a job, or your first job, than be 29 and be looking for your first job.
That is fucking... You
wouldn't know what to do, would you?
And everyone's got their own timeline as well.
Yeah.
Like you said, that it could be different ages doing the same similar thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mate, that is unbelievable. Thank you for sharing that, by the way. Because one thing I wanted to say before we finish up and stuff.
Yeah.
I hope you don't think you're a failure for quitting semi-pro.
No, yeah.
The reason being is because you tried and you made a decision that has put you here, mate, with a lovely family.
Yeah.
You got a place. You work at an amazing place.
Yeah.
Big up, Tom.
Big up.
It's not a failure. Because like you said, people could feel so low and they feel like let people down.
Yeah.
But mate, the fact that you're sat here you would not be sat here right now giving these thoughts to people, and you're helping people out there by just coming on here to speak. So I'm actually glad you took this path. Genuinely, because like you said, you may not even be here now in this form if you stuck to semi-pro, mate.
Yeah, exactly that.
You're not a failure. There's points in life you have to make certain decisions, and they're fucking tough decisions.
Yeah, exactly that.
Some of them sometimes works out, sometimes doesn't. For you, my man, you're here. I'm proud of you, genuinely, for being here.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well fucking done. It wasn't easy. I'm sure it wasn't easy with everything going on.
Well, yeah.
You're here.
But look what you've built. So
no, it's getting all cute. Yeah. I appreciate it. And we're here. Look, we're here doing this. One thing before I forget, because otherwise I have to message you and go, can you send it to me? With the podcast, we have I don't know if you've seen, but we have a Spotify playlist. It's called the Conversations playlist. That's what the podcast is called. I forgot to message you this, and I'm so sorry. I forgot. I do it with every
guest. You put me on the spot.
If you can't think of a song, basically, I asked the guests to share. It can be one song, it can be two songs, it can even be a couple of songs, 3 or 4. Any songs that have helped you in your life, whether it's mental health or it just means a lot to you. If you can't think of the spot, do not worry. Because
no, I've got one.
Most people do. Most people do. One.
Has it been said? Is it?
Have a look.
Unwritten.
Natasha Bedingfield. What a banger.
Staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find.
I got that.
Oh, class, mate.
Release your inhibition.
Feel the rain on your skin.
I can't do the rest of it.
Yeah, class.
I think people might have actually clicked off after hearing that.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
And you know what? I don't blame you guys.
Just insert, if we just rewind a little bit, insert headphone users warning, something like that. Yeah.
Mute at this point. Yeah. Mate, Natasha Bedingfield is not in there. And you know what? I'm going to add it in right now. Unwritten. What an absolute That's a hood classic. I'm just. That's a hood classic.
just always reminds me of.
It's in my bangers playlist.
What's that film? Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney are in. Anyone But You. It's his Serenity song when he's on the airplane.
I haven't seen it.
Sitting there. He's like this officer. He's like a big jock guy. He's like,
yeah.
He's on the airplane. He hates flying, and she's like climbing over him or something to get something.
There you go. It's in.
She can hear him. She can hear it going through his earphones.
I'm gonna watch.
She's
that.
like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna watch that.
It's class.
It gives me similar vibes to the song. What's it called? Making my way downtown.
Terry Crews, isn't it?
Terry Crews, White Chicks. What's the song? 1,000 Miles. By I can't remember the woman's name, but 1,000 Miles. I can't remember who sung it. But it's a Terry, you know it. I'm gonna find out who it's called.
Actually. Oh no, never mind. It's quite sad, the other song, but yeah, it's the other.
You can, mate.
The other song that I like is Christina Perri, 1,000 Years, because that was mine and my wife's
Christina Perri.
first dance song. Yeah,
Christina Perri.
Twilight. The Twilight song, isn't it, really? Yeah. So,
mate, no, you say it's sad, but that's the whole point. I've got some like very sad songs in this playlist. So like, if I look at it, there'll be some you know straight away. So I've got like a bit of Bring Me the Horizon. It's always a bit like crazy. What's like a sad song? We've got The Scientist, Coldplay. That's quite sad.
Yeah. Coldplay is just genuinely quite sad, isn't it?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yellow.
Yeah, no, it's quite like a down. Yeah, a lot of them. We've got Sleep Token. We've got a few people like Sleep Token. That's always quite, mate. They're literally like very like sad, like artists. So yeah, Lost, Linkin Park. So yeah, honestly, mate, that will fit right in. Unwritten will fit perfectly with all the sad.
Beautiful. There we go. Then.
You are an absolute legend, mate. It is such a pleasure to have you on. Thank you again for coming on.
Yeah.
And that is it. That is the episode. I hope you all enjoyed.
Nailed it.
Again, like you absolutely smashed it. Honestly, I'm so like I said, I've said it to you a million times already. I'm so
My
happy
brother's gonna be so proud.
Yeah, if you're working, I was gonna say because he's got a podcast. We didn't plug it, but you quickly say to the camera the podcast he's got. He doesn't need promotion. Does he?
It's the race. The race podcast is about Formula One.
The people probably actually listen to
it. They've got a couple 100,000 listeners.
Just a few.
But yeah, do you know what? Shout us out, bruv.
Shout us out,
bruv. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Out the other way. Shout us out. Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
It's in the way, Ashby Market. You've got millions of people. We've got about 50. No, it's all good. But absolutely. I was going to say something else. I completely forgot, but that is it. Because otherwise I'll remember later. It doesn't really matter. It's been such a pleasure, mate.
No worries.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you very much, mate.
And we will see you in a couple weeks' time. It airs every 2 weeks. So
peace out, legends.
Yeah, today is the 21st of November. So yeah, see you in January.
Peace, legends.
Peace.